Guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we're going to take a look at the charts as always, but what I wanted you to, the reason why I'm on here today on a Sunday is because I need to give you guys a warning. If I did not warn you and I wasn't bearish ever, I'd be giving you guys a disservice. Now I can understand people unfollow accounts, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be over on X, it doesn't matter. People don't like seeing bearish information. Nobody likes to know they are going to lose money. Yeah. They'd rather block, delete, and unfollow accounts that are saying the price is going to tank. Yeah. Because they do associate people that are saying that kind of stuff as if it's them that is affecting the market. It's not me tanking the market, is it? I can't influence anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm a small account, and even if I was a large account, it doesn't matter because these markets are made up of market makers. Retail traders do not account. They will not even move an asset like XDC or XRP in the slightest. It doesn't matter if you had a fucking $100 million in the bank, you would not move XRP or XDC or even smaller cap gems like Stronghold and Velo. It's just impossible. As soon as any sort of asset gets over 5 million, they are registered with regulations and legislation that has to be abided by, and then they will be filled by market makers that provide liquidity into the markets. Okay, that is how markets work. So you get people saying, oh, when it's going to get listed on Binance and Coinbase, that will affect the price. Yes, that is just a narrative, just like the SEC's a narrative to tank the market with XRP, or, you know, the US elections to pump the whole of the crypto space. There's always going to be narratives, but ultimately it doesn't matter one jot. Now, what I want to say is this is what we have to look out for now is the Ripple lawsuit, the SEC's next move as of January the 15th. This is the deadline, so they have up until the 15th of January. So it doesn't have to be bang on the 15th of January. I do believe this will come a little bit sooner. I am looking at the 10th of January when this news gets broken, when the SEC files its opening brief. So that will be SEC's appeal to the $125 million fine. I'm sure it's $125 million anyway, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. But ultimately, this is what we're looking at playing out here. So this is what I'm saying. I tweeted this out here. Friday is when SE submit their opening brief. Settlement during March. Now, I'm going to show you guys why I do believe there's going to be a settlement during March and why I believe Friday is going to be the day that the SEC submit their opening brief. Okay, so before I get over to it as well, this is the XDC XRP pair. So initially, I did sell out my... I've been full transparency, guys. Yeah, even show you guys here. So initially I did sell my XRP around the 15th of November. So XRP was currently trading at 82 cents. I was in the top 1% account holders for XRP, and I sold it all for XDC. Okay, the pair on the price was 3 cent 4. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys where we're currently trading now. We're currently trading 3 cent 9. And if I go over to the candles, I can show you guys exactly how much that particular trade, because everyone was slagging me off saying you only want XRP to come down to 50 cents because you no longer hold any. I could rebuy XRP, and this is a price where I would be up. Bring it down a bit lower, so 3 cent 4. I'd be up 14.5%. So I could buy 14 to 15% more XRP than I originally had I had stayed in XDC. Now, I did have a massive bag of XDC, and then I later rotated that out to Velo and Gala that have done really well anyway in their own rights, especially Velo, that ran up massively. So I've taken profits after witnessing the triple top for Velo. So we've done really, really well, guys. We have literally, we barely put a foot wrong in this market. Yes, we could probably have sold out of, if you're just holding XRP and then sold out of it at around the Fibonacci level, say around that sort of $160 to $2 mark, you've still done really well because you've either 3 or 4 extra capital since the beginning of US elections. Now we just have to wait for the markets to come to us now, guys. Yeah, we're never going to catch tops exactly. We're not in the businesses that we've discussed that. We're looking at capturing 70 to 80% at most, really, for for it to be classified as a really good trade. You know, you're never going to catch tops. This is where you get burnt at the tops, guys, because you end up getting left holding the bag because you're greedy, you know, waiting for more. So we'll just go over to the XRP chart now. So this is what is currently playing out. So this white fractal is from 2020 to 21 cycle. So that was a previous cycle. And people are saying, well, we're at the end of the wedge. It's going to go into the super cycle where we saw that 1, 2, third impulse in the markets. And I do believe that is going to happen, which is why I'm saying it's a hybrid. Yeah, we got the last cycle to sort of fractal out, and then we'll go into the 3 pumps. But we're not going to see the 3 pumps, in my opinion, now until March, late March. And I'm going to tell you guys why. But before we get to that, I'm just going to concentrate on this fractal for now. So this is where we are breaking down now. We are literally consolidating. And if I was to go into the sort of 4 hour, yeah, XRP is already breaking down. So we had this sort of parallel channel marked out by the red lines. And we're currently being supported here on the 4 hourly by the 200-day moving average. So as soon as that gives way, we're going to start crumbling. We'll start following this white fractal down here. So I'm assuming by the end of next week, going into Thursday, we'll still be holding around sort of $2 mark. Okay, and then I think on Friday, this is where we see the massive sort of white candle going down. So we'll hover around these lows here, $2. And then that is when the trapdoor opens, and that is when XRP is going to fall out of its arse, basically. So you're going to fall from $2 all the way down here to, I would say, this second shelf. Yeah, you got first shelf, second shelf. That's when we'll fall down. Yeah, so from Friday which is what I'm saying, is when the SEC will open their brief with the appeal. Okay, that is the 10th of January. That is when I'm guessing. It's an educated guess. It could take up until the 15th of January, which is the official deadline. So it could be 5 days later. I am just making an educated guess based upon this fractal. When that happens, you can see us coming down to this bottom of this second shelf here around $1. Now, funnily enough, when I actually go out to the daily, people ain't me being bearish, but I'm trying to save you guys money. And if you are looking at cashing out or at least a portion of your XRP, you can double your bag, if not, maximize it even further, because you're going to save money and you can re-enter the market here, this 200-day institutional. This is where institutional money is coming in, the 200-day moving average. Okay, this red moving average here. Now, funnily enough, when that 200-day moving average intercepts the inauguration of Donald Trump when he steps in office is around $1. So I do believe that would be a good time to enter. Again, these white fractals do not account for wicks, and I do believe we are going to wick into the apex around 51 cent. That is just my belief, guys. Okay, and then we'll probably fly straight back up, and then we'll be trading anywhere between sort of 90 up to about, I would say, about $1.15. So anywhere between 90 cent and $1.15 will be a great opportunity if you've missed out on any wicks to re-enter the market. So I'll be waiting for the wick down here. If I don't see the wick, I'm happy to get in between those sort of figures. Okay, and then we go again. Yeah, from 200-day moving average, we'll look to get going. But also, before I get going, I want to show you guys, which is critical, guys, so make sure you hang around for this. So I was looking back to the previous super cycle. So this was the last time Donald Trump came in to office. Yeah, so what I've done here with this red vertical line, just mark out the 20th of January. So that's when Donald Trump came into office. We didn't have any positive price action. Yeah, you come down here, and we even break out a structure of this previous symmetrical triangle before we blasted off. Yeah, so that's the equivalent of XRP dropping below 50 cent, which makes up the apex. So from the 20th of January, again, this might just be a bull trap, this inauguration, because everyone is expecting crypto to blast. Even I am to a certain extent, and I was a little bit sketchy about it because I'm like, we're still not corrected. We've still not made any sort of drawbacks. So this, in the last couple of days, this is why I've gone back and I've gone to have a look, see what happened last time Donald Trump was in power. And for me, it's all been bleeding. Yeah, even 40 days after his inauguration is when we mark the law. So we could be seeing the law around the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March is probably going to be the optimum time to get into XRP. Okay, so it's probably all going to be downhill, is what I'm saying now for the next sort of 3 months, for the next sort of 90 days. Well, certainly for the next 40 days anyway, but it's not going to be until at least a couple of months here until we see the massive green candle. So this green candle here took 62 days after Donald Trump coming into office, which would take us up until the 23rd of March. So in my view, that will be the settlement then for the Ripple SEC case, which is what Jeremy Horgan is sort of stipulating in this article. Okay, Jeremy Horgan, he's been wrong on so many times. Yeah, even the professionals, the guys that have got, highly well educated within their industry, he's been wrong so many times. I followed him all the way through that sort of 2020, 21, 22, 23, all of last year, wrong on every single date. He must have given a million different dates on when he expects a settlement. Now he is saying around May, he expects Ripple to be basically reach settlement with the SEC by May. And that, for me, is going to come in March, which is when we get this big candle up. Okay, so March is when we're basically going to see euphoria in the 3 pumps, like I said, with the hybrid cycle. So right now we're experiencing this sort of pump and dump. Yeah, everyone's expecting XRP to start making headwind now, start going into double digits, but I can't see that up until the end of March going into April, which is when, funnily enough, the Simpsons did a crypto episode, and they did have April as well on the chest. You'll be able to find it on YouTube anyway, but there was basically a cashier or an assistant in the showroom with a jet ski with the Ripple flippers, and then the waves, as if like the Ripple waves. There were loads of different conspiracies. You can find it. Just put XRP, Ripple, Simpsons, conspiracy, whatever, and you'll see what I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, on her name badge was April, so everyone was saying, XRP is going to reach a high in April, and I do believe that. I do believe conspiracies. They're all part of Freemasonry, aren't they? Especially what's his name who writes Simpsons? Is it Matt Summit or other? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But anyway, that's when I believe the sort of highs will start going in. Okay, and I've got the exact dates of it in the XRP and the XDC plans as well. If you buy both of those two together, you get a 10% discount as well. But yeah, there we have it, guys. So there's the inauguration. Funnily enough, like I say, 200-day moving averages intercepts there. So great buying opportunity in my view. Never financial advice. Just make sure you increase. If you're gonna, there's no point. If you're looking at actually losing value of your portfolio, you might as well increase your tokens, which is what I'm doing. Yeah, we cannot control the market. We just have to adapt and take action. Okay, so that's just exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at increasing my tokens. Because I can't control the value of the tokens. Okay, that's down to the market makers. However, just thought I'd catch you guys anyway on this lovely weekend. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I've been the Block Bull. The Block Bull is over and out.